Hey yo, so we're gonna talk about. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I don't bust my stuff. We're gonna talk about how to create when you're not inspired. I know it happens to me for sure, especially when you're working or you're in a routine. And I don't know about you, but there's some jobs that would just drain your energy, or some interactions, or some things you do within your routine that would drain your energy, and you don't feel creative anymore. So, how do you create when you don't feel inspired? Well, ironically, create another routine, but create a routine to create. As funny as that sounds, or take it however you want, but set a routine for yourself that's non-negotiable. Like, yo, I'm gonna create 30 minutes today, and whatever happens, it is what it is. Another thing you can do is when you do create, detach yourself from any idea of what's good or what isn't. There's many people in sports or many people in different avenues that didn't have a natural gift. They didn't care if they were inspired or not. Kobe didn't necessarily have to be inspired to get into the gym. He went into the gym and would shoot his shots. Well, I can't speak for Kobe, and rest in peace, but he would go into this gym and shoot his shots regardless. It wasn't about whether he felt like doing it or not. He created a routine out of discipline, and a byproduct of that was him getting super good. Same thing if you're going to the gym. I don't know about you, but I hardly ever feel like going to the gym. Or I take that back, but there'll be seasons where it's hard to hit the gym, but it doesn't matter. You have to hit it anyways because you've created a routine and you're holding yourself accountable for doing what you need to do, whether you're inspired or not. But I think by continuing to create whether or not you're inspired, is going to build your muscle. Not everyone has a natural gift in doing certain things. And honestly, it's the people who hone their skills and their craft the most, that practice or continuously improve, they end up surpassing a lot of people that just have a natural gift or who's just floating off of inspiration sometimes, or who only acts because of inspiration. You know what I mean? Another thing you could do is to stay creative, or to stay inspired, or to get inspired even though you're not feeling it. Imitate a song or imitate an artist, whether you paint, because I'm a multifaceted creator. I'm a jack of all trades, so I don't know about you, but I have a lot of creative energy that just flows into different avenues. But mimic something that you like. Think about a song that you're in love with. Try to recreate that song. Do not steal the song. Do not copy it beat for beat, note for note, because then you're not stealing like an artist. You're just stealing. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if you are creative anyways, I wouldn't have to say that to you, or you would totally understand that if you're mimicking something, no matter how much you mimic it, you're not going to make the same song. But if you're new to creating, or if that concept is difficult for you to understand, what I mean is just imitate art, and that will help you feel creative when you're not inspired. Another way to get creative when you don't feel inspired is make a game out of it. Like, just approach it as a challenge. Say, you know what, I'm gonna see how much I could do in 30 minutes. What happens in this 30 minutes? And set a timer and just bust it out and see what happens in that 30 minutes. And you might think it's whack. Go back later, rest your ears or rest your eyes or whatever. There may be a diamond in that. There may be a gem in that that will expand into a really dope idea. You know what I mean? Yo, another way to create when you're not inspired is go do something else. Like go outside, go skate, go talk to your homies, call somebody, do something different. Do that before you decide to create, and that will help. Okay, I don't know about you, but like, say if I go on a walk or if I go for a skate or I go do something different than sitting in front of my computer and creating, or sitting in front of a canvas and creating, throughout that day I download different things. So it's like somebody would have said something super cool to me, I would download that subconsciously and it'll spill out into my art. Or I go for a walk and I listen to a dope album and subconsciously it will spill into my art. You know what I mean? So just take it easy on yourself and go do something else, but still keep that routine of creating. And you'll see how doing other things, having other experiences, talking to different people will inspire your art. Even if you're an introvert and you don't want to talk, that's cool. Another way to create when you're not feeling inspired is to change your environment. So if you have a mobile studio, or if you're painting or drawing or designing clothes or whatever it is you're doing, leave your office, leave your room, go to a coffee shop, plug in your laptop and work in the coffee shop and see how it affects your creativity. And being in that new environment will help inspire you too. Or just go in a different room. If you can't go to a coffee shop, for some reason you're limited to those options, then go to a different room in your house. Sit on the back porch, you know what I mean? Go to a park while you have battery life and work on your laptop, or bring your drawings, bring your guitar, and you'll see how just being in a different environment, different elements, breathing some fresh air if you go outside, you know what I mean, will help you stay inspired or get inspired when you're not quite feeling it. Yo, another way to get inspired when you're not feeling it, or to create when you're not feeling inspired, is to move your body. You know what I mean? Get out and go walk. Psychologically and physically, going out for a walk or moving your body will just reap a lot of benefits, and also affects your creativity. So go work out. Working out is proven to help your mind flow better. It'll also help you be more creative, help you be a little more sharp. If you don't want to work out or lift weights or anything like that, go for a run, go for a walk. Just move your body and you'll see how that affects your creativity when you're not feeling necessarily inspired. Also, bonus points. You see how right now I'm at the park, right? So being in nature really, for me personally, helps me a lot to reset and to recharge, because I'm inspired by the creations, like how beautiful God's creations are. It's like there's so many leaves around me right now. There's so many trees, and each leaf, each tree is different, just like us. So God created all of us with a system. At the same time, we're all literally unique. You know what I mean? So like inside of our bodies, we all have the different systems, veins and organs and things like that are essentially the same, but not really. And it's like, even through those systems, we are all unique. Every leaf, you can see there's certain patterns on the leaves, but they're all literally different. Every snowflake is different. Anyways, going into nature is a really great way for me to reset. For a while, I've been kind of in the house a bunch and back and forth to work and back and forth to the gym, and I haven't really been outside. And being back outside more is really helping me, because I see the uniqueness and the beauty in everything, and it's truly refreshing. And I'm sure you see that in your art too. You're one of these leaves, you're one of these trees, you're one of these unique beings. And just like the trees and the leaves and the sky and animals and all that is sharing with us, why not share your creativity with everyone else too? So that's all I got for now. Holla.